Today is Wednesday, July 11th, 2018, and I've made a decision. I've made a decision about my second baby cantaloupe seedling. Hey everybody, it's Emily, and yes, you know what I've decided to do? I've decided to keep it and try to grow it. Am I crazy or what? Here's what it looks like today. And it's even in a cup with no drainage hole. That's illegal. You're supposed to have drainage holes, but I knew I was going to plant it out as soon as it germinated. So I hope you come along with me today while I get that thing in the ground and hopefully get it off to a good start. So I hope you come along with me as I get our second baby cantaloupe in the ground. Okay, first I want to help this along and kind of get it back up the way it's supposed to. We want it to be happy, not flopping over and threatening to break. Okay, let's head over to the garden. And what I'm going to be doing, first of all, is digging out the area where I'm going to plant it. A fairly large circle. Open that. Let me show you where. I need to check on the cucumber and the peppers probably need some water too. I need to check on that. But I decided I'm going to plant it here. I'm going to move over, take off some rocks, move the cardboard. Well, I'm going to have to take the cardboard completely away for a little bit to do my digging, but I'm going to dig about a circle just like that, dig about 6 inches out, and I'm going to put in a bunch of coconut coir and mix that in with the native soil as well as some of the vegan fertilizer. And then I'm going to have soil there. Now then, this is already slightly amended. This has had wood chips on it for a couple of years, as well as other. I kind of sort of did I did a lasagna bed actually here once. Now that I'm thinking about it, it wasn't super, I don't know if I got it, I might have gotten it 2 feet high, but it wasn't the green, brown layers. I didn't do that exactly. I had like a layer of green at the bottom, and then basically I piled a bunch of leaves on top of it. And then it's had wood chips. So it is okay amended, not great, but I'm going to add the cocoa peat just to make sure it's it'll hold water as well as it can and won't just disappear into that black hole that sandy soil is so famous for, or notorious for, I should say. Alright, so let's get started. And of course, what do I encounter? Fire ants! I may not be able to plant it out till this afternoon, so I need to go get a gallon jug of my soapy water and take care of those ants. I'm not sure where the entrance of their nest is, but there's a nest somewhere. Some of you might be wondering why I hesitated planting the second melon when in a recent vlog, a very recent vlog, I talked about the wisdom of planting, you know, more than you think you need. Well, the whole issue is water. Water, especially after that failed SIP bed. Maybe not failed, but overplanted SIP bed. It's a real concern. However, I figured that, you know, in the grand scheme of things, giving a melon an extra gallon of water every day won't be that much. Hopefully that'll take care of the ants. And also, we collect water from our air conditioner. Our air conditioner leaks water. We keep a bucket under it, and I often use that. I use that water for. I have a purpose for that water, a specific purpose set aside. But July and August, we run it so much that I actually end up with extra water. So I could actually use that water, just the water from the air conditioner, to water this cantaloupe, this extra charentais melon. So, you know, I figure I don't think it's going to be any kind of big deal. Well, now I have to wait for the ants to die or go away or whatever before I can plant, before I can dig really and get the cocoa peat in there. I'll do that a little later. Okay, it is now sometime after lunch, and I'm going to go see if the ants have gone away, in case you hear thunder in the background. It's a storm that's gone around us, just passing us by. The last few days we've had like 30-40% chances of rain, and we'll have thunder and these big, huge, threatening cumulonimbus clouds, and even a few sprinkles a couple of times. But basically the storms have just been passing around us. Oh well. Alright, so let's look down here. What happens if I move that around? Are there any ants running around crazy? Yeah, I may have taken care of them. So I'm going to go ahead and dig up this area and then show you that, and then go get the coconut coir and get that in. So I want to show you something. It's been a few hours since I put the liquid castile soap in here, and it's still, the soil is still kind of moist. So the darker color plus the fact that it's still moist after I poured a gallon of water here after a few hours shows you that this soil has been amended. It's more loamy than our native sandy soil. So what I've got here is, I don't know, maybe a gallon or so of coconut coir. I did not measure it. And 4 giant handfuls of my dried powdered fertilizer. So I'm going to dump it in there and then mix it with some of the native soil there until I've got it filled back up. Then I need to wet it, and then we're ready to plant in our little baby charentais melon. Alright, I actually left a depression. It's really hard to see in the video cam, but about this big around. I didn't fill the hole back all the way in. I left maybe, I don't know, 1.5, 2 inch depression. And what that will do is when I water it, the water will stay down in this area instead of sliding out to other places. Because even though it has the cocoa peat mixed in, making it less likely for that to happen, you know, I'm going to cover all my bases and just make sure the water goes where it's supposed to go, which is at the root of the melon. Obviously I'm going to have more cardboard here because now I've got this depression. This layer of cardboard isn't hitting the ground. So I'm going to wait a little bit longer to let the water finish seeping in, because you don't want to water something in soil too soggy or you'll kill it. So I will be back in a little bit. Look at those blue skies. Still some white clouds, but they're dissipating. It's a couple hours later, and we're all ready to get that baby in the ground. I've got all the cardboard, the new cardboard around, so this will be pretty easy. Doesn't need a very deep hole. Can I do it with one hand while I'm filming it? Let's see. Whoop. Very, very careful. This is delicate. And we want to make sure we get the stem nice and covered up, like so. Alright, we'll just have to see how that fares. With that, I'm going to wrap up today's homestead garden vlog. Thanks a lot for watching. Alright, well, if you appreciated this video, please share it with your online networks. I'll see you for the next video. In the meantime, take care and be well.